Hey everybody, I'm Vera Stewart and welcome to the VeryVera Show. I don't know whether you remember or not, but back at the very beginning of season 5, I did a show with Blue Apron and my very first guest that I ever had on the show, Ann Boardman. And she is in a retirement community now, and I thought, you know, it would be great to showcase these meals that come from Blue Apron and how wonderful they are, nutritious and good for you, and perfect for 1 or 2 people for a meal. Well, the show went so well, we sent a copy of it to Blue Apron, and the next thing you know, they said, let's do a contest. Let's do something with young people, and they gave us all of these gift cards to send out to young people to do a contest where they did a video of themselves preparing meals from Blue Apron. Well, we had so many entries on this, and it was really difficult for us to narrow it down to 3 finalists for this contest. But we did just that, and we are announcing today the grand prize winner of our Star Student contest with Blue Apron. So throughout the show today, we're going to be putting at the end of each segment a clip from the 3 top finalists of this Star Student contest. So I know you're going to really enjoy that, as we did as well. But I sent one today for us to do for our last episode of season 5, and I'm going to just open the box. This is going to be a lot of fun today. And just in this little short period of time this year, Blue Apron has already updated a lot of what they're showcasing with their meals. Some of their recipe cards have actually improved quite a bit with explanation of the recipes and the way the pictures and the nutrition facts are done. They just look fantastic. But this particular meal that's going to be in this box, and you know, those years that I was in the mail order business myself, packaging is just my thing. From the way the box looks on the outside, the instructions, the way the box is presented and everything, just looking down inside of this thing is just perfect. So this box is pork and mustard pan sauce, tandoori style chicken and rice, and then a Nashville style hot catfish with red cabbage, apple, and pecan slaw. So I'm gonna do today on the show, we're gonna do the catfish dish. So we've got red cabbage, and just look at it. It's just so colorful and great, just ready to go. I've got some green scallions. We've got a beautiful red gala apple. And then this is the bag with all the little goodies in it, all the little extra ingredients that'll go in it. It has a cute sticker on the top, and then just everything that you need to make the dish. I just love this from a packaging standpoint. All the individual ingredients, and I'll just lay those out because we'll use those in just a few minutes. But it's just, I mean, it's almost like, and I know these young people just had so much fun laying out everything, getting ready for that. And then the catfish is in there somewhere. I'm going to leave that in there. But, you know, just having everything ready to go, you know, throughout the season this year, I've talked about how it's so important to have all of your ingredients laid out and ready to go. But the first part of this recipe is to slice your apple. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the apple and cut it in half and lay it flat on the cutting board and cut it again in half for both sides. And then I'm going to just take the core and go right down the center with my small paring knife. And then while it's flat, you can just make those slices very thin. And when we come back from the break, we're going to get started making this delicious slaw, and I hope you enjoyed the video that's coming up on one of our contestants.
And so today, I'm going to be making a Blue Apron recipe. Pork chops and apricot pan sauce with cheesy potatoes and broccoli. While we're waiting for the other side to brown, I want to tell you a joke. So, what does the nosy pepper do? They get jalapeno business. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. And during the break, I finished cutting up that nice red gala apple, and then I had some nice red blood coming out of my finger as knife safety kind of got ahead of me. So forgive the Band-Aid that I'm currently wearing on my finger, but I'm being a little bit more careful now with my red cabbage. But this is a beautiful red cabbage that they've sent from Blue Apron, and we are having a lot of fun today with Blue Apron and making a delicious meal of a catfish dish with a red cabbage slaw. So I went ahead and cored the cabbage, and you know, Blue Apron is just fantastic in giving you really detailed instructions on how to make their recipes. And the red cabbage was just the perfect size for 2 people. And I've got 2 catfish fillets that came with it, and then the 1 apple is just going to be just enough, and it's just going to be really, really good. All right, so I've also got the green scallions, and like I said, the packaging is so unique, so I'm just going to cut the ends of those off, set those aside, and you want to just, you know, just go straight down, just keep the tip of that knife on the cutting board, and this uses the white and the green part of the scallion. And I'm going to save out a little bit of the green part to use as a garnish at the end. These wolf knives, I will have to tell you, they are very sharp, which of course when you're in the kitchen you want your knives to be sharp. And I like to leave a few pieces like that as well to garnish with. So I'll go ahead and drop those in the bowl. And then, you know, don't you remember those family reunions when, you know, there's certain aunts and grandmothers that make their dishes that you just absolutely love? Well, if you're looking for something different to take to an outing, the recipe for this slaw, which we will actually have on our website, is just going to be something really different and good. The pecans on this, you want to just cut so that they are still nice and chunky. So I'm just going to actually use my fingers for that. Just cut those up and put those in. But the apples I want to leave just whole, just like they are, because it gives a little bit of variety to the way that this looks in the serving bowl. And you can use, you know, a knife or your fork to cut it when you serve it. But as far as presentation goes, I really love the way that looks. All right, so now my mayonnaise with the black pepper is already measured out. So I'm going to add that in. And then it uses rice vinegar. So that's one of the reasons the taste of this slaw is just going to really be fantastic. And that's all measured out for you as well in the little container. I just love it. And then the sugar has its own little pouch. All right, so this gets better as it marinates, but if you're in a hurry and you don't have time to make slaw, I can also highly recommend the broccoli cranberry slaw that the Fresh Market sells. So I'm just gonna mix this up with my wooden utensils, and when we come back from the break, you're gonna see a really cute idea for a summer dessert during Vera's Corner, and you're gonna get to watch another video from our Star Student contest. So come back with us in just a few minutes.
My name is Riley Collins, and today I'm going to be making crispy gnocchi with fontina cheese sauce and roasted broccoli. To add a little bit more flavor, I'm going to add some red pepper flakes on top of the broccoli. This looks so good.
Vera's Corner is brought to you by South State Bank.
You know, I'm always looking for a really fun summer treat to do with my campers. And if you're looking for something fun to do with your young person as a dessert, I can't wait to show you how to make these really fun ice cream cupcakes. Start by choosing your favorite cake recipe or even using a cake mix. Follow the directions according to the recipe. Fill each muffin cup 2/3 full of batter, and I actually use a measuring cup to do that. Press a jumbo cake cone into the top of the batter, pressing down lightly. Bake according to the directions for your cupcake recipe. At least once during the baking, check the cupcakes to make sure the cones are standing straight up. When they are finished baking, let them cool completely. To make the cupcakes look like ice cream, frost them with white or colored icing using a piping tip. Finally, add colorful sprinkles or other toppings to complete the effect. Everybody's just going to love this fun summer baking activity. Welcome back, everybody, and if you're just joining us, you're going to catch up quickly because we're doing a show with Blue Apron today and have quite a lot to talk about. The star of the show is the catfish. We're going to do a Nashville-style hot catfish. And, you know, just to show you how well Blue Apron does in the presentation and also the quality of their food, just look at the packaging on the actual catfish that came in the cooler. It's fantastic. Very fresh. I don't even smell a fishy smell when I open this up. So I'm going to put the catfish fillets on some paper towel down on a Pyrex dish, and just get those lightly salted with some salt and pepper. And you know, they also are just a great choice for healthy cooking as well. I've got some olive oil in my cast iron skillet, and I've also got some olive oil in a bowl that I'm making my glaze that goes on top. And these are just beautiful fillets, just the right size for 2 people. Although this dish is so good, I could probably eat both of these. All right, so I've also got the flour that was just in a prepackaged container, along with some catfish spice blend. And it's a little hot now. This is a hot Nashville dish, so you want to do that to taste. So I've put what I think is appropriate, and I'm just going to dredge that down in the flour. And hopefully my oil is just the right temperature. And you're thinking, Vera, you've got a towel down on your cooktop under your skillet. Are you crazy? And I'm going to say, no, I'm not crazy. I'm very smart because I have a Wolf induction cooktop. And when I cook with it, when I'm frying and I've put my Bon Appetit apron on, I don't have to worry about the top of my stove because I can put this right under my frying pan, and all of the drippings and all of the popping and everything else that goes on when you're frying is not going to mess up because the towel is going to take it all. I'm going to throw that in the washing machine. So that's one of my favorite parts of this cook surface. Not only that, when I'm boiling something, I put it on burst and it just immediately starts boiling. So it is really a great way to cook. And the cleanup is fantastic. So it really makes me not dread making my fried foods. You know, and if you want to put more coating, certainly they've given you enough flour here that you can put as much of the coating as you like. All right, so while that's getting nice and brown, I'm going to mix up a little bit more of this spice blend in some olive oil here, and that's going to be the glaze that goes on top. And here again, this is hot, so you want to be a little bit cautious. You see how much I've left behind there. I like hot, but I don't like to burn up. So that's going to go on the top when I flip it over. So Blue Apron is really a great choice for, you know, if you've got a week coming up where, you know, there's certainly times of the year where I am so busy at work that just the fact that I've got to make it to the grocery store is something that I can't even think about. You know, just going online and looking at all the choices that they have, and then I'm going to go home. That cooler is going to be at my front door, and everything I need to do it is going to be right there. the choices are perfect with just my husband and I. That's fantastic. But then there are 2 different meals there. If you're by yourself, you've got enough for 4 meals. And it's very, very reasonable. They're going to send you gift cards that can help you out the next time you go. All right, let's see if this has gotten nice and brown on one side. We're going to flip it over. Oh, yeah. All right, now this glaze is just going to go over on the top, and if you have any of that left, look at that. And you know, there's just nothing like a catfish fillet in the summertime and with that red cabbage slaw. So we're going to go in to see our last little video, and when we come back after the break, we are going to announce the grand prize winner. So come back with us in just a few minutes.
Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm 9 years old, and today I'm going to be making Blue Apron's cumin Szechuan shrimp fried rice. Let's get started. It's really delicious.
Doesn't this just look absolutely delicious? Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to dive in myself. And you know, part of what makes something delicious is the actual presentation. And for me, even with something as simple as catfish and slaw, look how cute this presentation is on a wooden surface with the plastic fish container, fish and chips. You know, just go to your local little party store and pick up the paper. It just looks fantastic. So I cooked a little of yellow rice in the same skillet that I cooked the catfish in, just to give it a little bit of a lift in the container. And then the slaw on the side, I had some leftover biscuits, cut those in half, just stuck them into the broiler with a little butter, a couple of pickles, and you've really got a great option. I truly cannot thank Blue Apron enough for their sponsorship of this, and they have 2- and 4-person options for these meals. And you know, they always recommend a wine option for any of their meals, and Fresh Market always has a great selection of wines. So take those suggestions with you when you're at the grocery store and pick up one of the bottles of wine to go with your meals. Well, I also want to thank Blue Apron for sponsoring this contest, and the prize that we have for our winner is a KitchenAid mixer and a $30 Blue Apron gift card. So I'd love to announce it this time that our grand prize winner is Riley Collins of Nashville, Tennessee, and she sent us a message, so check this out.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I would like to thank the VeryVera show and Blue Apron for sponsoring and creating this contest. It was an amazing experience, and I am so thankful. I can't wait to get my new mixer and start cooking. Thank you.
Congratulations, Riley. I am so proud for you and so excited. You know, I had to have a yard sale when I was in my 20s to get enough money to buy a KitchenAid mixer. And, you know, I cannot wait for you to use it. You're going to absolutely love it. So I want you to send me a video of the first thing that you make in it and keep up with us. I just am so excited for you. And so I want to just kind of end season 5 with some special thanks out there to lots of folks that have been so special to the VeryVera show. I want to thank a lot of the people out in the audience that have helped us with special appearances in the area. We went to Macon back in the fall and did something really great at the Macon Arts Alliance, and I want to thank all of those folks that came out for that and the folks at the Macon Arts Alliance. It was just fantastic. And then in Columbus, Daniel Appliance, Ron Daniel has been so terrific to us. We were there just a few days ago and did a wonderful cooking demonstration, had a great turnout there, and we've got a cooking camp going on in Columbus this summer. And then all of my friends over in Sun City and Hilton Head, I'm actually sporting one of the aprons that they gave me when we did a cooking demonstration over there. Had a huge turnout. Just, you know, special thanks to all of you. And there's many, many other places that we've been over the course of this year with the show. I want to thank all of you. But as we end season 5, it's for me to take a break to go back into what I've been doing for 14 years with my summer cooking camp program. As you've seen throughout the show, young people and the mentoring of young people is extremely important to to me. So we take a break during the summer from filming in order to spend that time with these children. But don't worry, we picked out our absolute favorite shows to run throughout the summer. And who knows, maybe you've not seen some of those shows. So be sure to, to set your DVR to watch those shows throughout the summer. And then you just will not believe what we're going to be doing for season 6. So I want to give you a special tease that you are going to be in for a real treat when we get ready to do season 6. And we're also going to be working on the cookbook over the summer. So keep up with us on social media. I want to also thank our overall sponsors, Sub-Zero Wolf, The Fresh Market, all of our advertisers. And like I always say on every show for 5 years that I've done for VeryVera Show, no matter what you do it in good taste, and come back with us when we begin Labor Day weekend for season 6. I hope you enjoy your summer. I know I will, and I'm going to enjoy this food right now. See you soon.
To see what's cooking with the VeryVera Show, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.